Hey guys, have you ever thought about who would get together if the Sonic the Hedgehog cast and the Pixie Hallow Disney Fairies cast got together? Well, I have for some reason. You might be wondering, who is this random person to be mansplaining which of these characters would get together with who? Well, I actually have a degree in Sonic the Hedgehog and a minor in Pixie Hallow Fairies. And you might be wondering, what do Sonic the Hedgehog characters and Pixie Hallow Fairies have in common? Aren't they like completely different sizes? Also, aren't they animals? It doesn't make sense. So and the more I thought of who would like end up with who if they were all dating each other, everybody was dating everybody, I kind of realized that they all fall into like a really solid place. Our first ship of the day is Vidya and Shadow the Hedgehog. And first, it's kind of like, what are we talking about? Like, but then you realize you're like, oh my gosh, they both have this kind of like egotistical personality. They both put on like a confident front, but they have like insecurities that they're not as cool as like the main lead. And so they can bond over that. Also, they think that they are, because they kind of are, like too cool for everybody. And it's kind of true, because like Vidya is like, she's the fastest fast-flying fairy ever or whatever, and Shadow the Hedgehog, he probably thinks he's the fastest hedgehog. Sonic is, obviously. Even though they are like the coolest, is Vidya Latina? I don't think so, but she totally like could be. Our next ship is Silver Mist and Blaze the cat. Silver Mist is kind of this confused, super beautiful, super pretty, kind of stupid girl.
I had a fight with Tink. She just exploded.
She exploded?
And that's why I love her. She's also my favorite character, by the way, but I feel like she's probably your favorite character too. She's everyone's favorite. She's always in the clouds, you know, thinking about like nature and the world, and she's like kind of like probably like crystal girly, you know, she's kind of like doing tarot cards, and that's why she needs like a rock. And I feel like Blaze the cat is like, she not only definitely cool enough for Silver Mist, she's also like very interesting as well. Like the idea of putting Silver Mist with any of the boys is just like actually so saddening. Also, Blaze is like definitely lesbianism, and like, so I think Silver Mist, she's probably like, she just loves Mother Nature and the world and but she loves love, you know, she'd be with anybody probably. I think about how Blaze is like Silver's twink handler. She is kind of that like sense of like good sense of reality and judgment, and I think that like that could really help Silver Mist, you know. And also I think Blaze needs a little bit of wonder in her life, so I think it's a perfect match. Our next ship is Rosetta and Knuckles the Echidna. This one is like obvious, like this works. If you remember in Secret of the Wings, like Rosetta she's very like vain. She wants like popularity, and she wants like to be with a buff man, and that is what Knuckles is. And he's also kind of stupid, so I think that would really work, because she could really like change him to be whatever she wants. But he's also like a feminist. Like, yes, he's stupid, but he's also like perfect for her, because he's gonna be teaching her feminism. Like, not that Rosetta is like not feminist, but she, I feel like, leans into privileges that she has, and I feel like Knuckles would like check her on that, you know? Like, at first she is just dating him because of like, oh, he's the coolest muscular guy on the block and whatever, you know? But then she kind of like, he is gonna be the one to be like, hey girl, like I think he's gonna open her third eye a little bit, because like, mind you, his people were genocided. Like, he is woke, he has been through things, he knows a thing or two about colonization and anti-imperialism. Like, he's gonna bring those things up on like a little picnic, and it's gonna be kind of like, she's gonna be like, wait, you're right, like this is crazy. Like, I have never thought about this, because like I'm kind of just like she kind of gives a like rich girl vibes. Like, I don't know. They have a lot to like teach each other, I think. What is the Knuckles quote? He's like 1,000, 10,000, 3,000% muscle or something like that. I don't remember, because I'm a fake fan. Like, he can learn some like softness, some feminineness. Like, I think he uses masculinity as armor to protect himself against the world, because he has been through things and he has been hurt, and he does not want to be hurt again. But I think that she could like help him take a little bit of that armor off. I can imagine them doing like face masks together, you know? Our next ship is Periwinkle and Sonic the Hedgehog. When you first think about this whole scenario, you'd be like, oh my gosh, like probably Sonic would be with Tinkerbell, because they're like the main leads. But that is just not, Sonic would not be able to handle Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell would get so fed up with Sonic just within like 15 minutes of being in the same room together. Periwinkle is like, she's very like independent, like she's just doing her thing. She's just cool, chill, and like she's also like really pretty. And like Sonic would definitely, like, he wants someone popular and cool, and like, because he is kind of annoying like that. He wants to date for the popularity. She's a popular girl, so of course she's gonna get together with the popular guy. Like, of course it's gonna happen, but then they're gonna find something beautiful within that. I think like Sonic is a very like on the go type of guy. Like, he is doing things, but like so is she. So I think that they could like, neither of them would be like really chasing the other. They just kind of be like, this fits. Our next ship is Zarina, the pirate fairy, and Rouge the bat. Zarina, she is like a dust keeping fairy, and she loves like pixie dust. And like, I feel like there is a crossover with like gems. I can imagine like a world where Rouge is like searching like for gems out in the world and then bringing like cool stones back. And then she's like Zarina, she's like, oh my gosh, like this will totally work in my thing. And then like Rouge the bat is just like floating like with her arms like this, watching her. Zarina is like explaining everything like that she's doing scientifically, and Rouge the bat is just like not paying attention, is just watching her like being like gorgeous and beautiful and like smart, being like, keep talking, like, because I just like when you talk, you know. That's what I feel like their relationship would be like, because they're just both baddies. They're both like gorgeous women of the world where they have their passions, they have their things that they're doing, and they're also both like mischievous and evil, and they both like work with bad people sometimes, because you got to do what you got to do, and like they are there to complete their goals, and that's what they do. Our next ship, which is not really a ship, it's more of like a best friend ship. Like, I think these two people would be best friend, because it is Tails the fox and Bobble and Clank. Now Bobble and Clank are already in a marriage, and Tails is a child, but I think that they would definitely like vibe, because they're like Tinker Fairies, and then Tails is like an inventor, and they just like would absolutely be all besties. You know, they would be working on things together. Like, Tails is like making planes and all types of gadgets, and I feel like they're making like wicker baskets, you know. They're all cute, they're all gay, and I just think that like Tails needs some older brother vibes to like teach him along the way, because he has a deep crush on Sonic, and it's just sad. You need some guidance from your older gay brothers, and I think that that's what this would be. Our next ship is Nyx and Vector the crocodile, and this is like a really random one, because these are like kind of random characters that are like barely in both franchises. I just thought of Nyx, and I was like, obviously she's gonna be with somebody, and then I was like, she would definitely be with Vector, because Vector is okay, a white guy who makes beats in his like mom's garage. He's like trying to become a DJ slash like producer, and it's like kind of working, but like not really. He's still getting started. And Nyx is like a military woman. Like, she's not really chill. Forgot to mention, this is why I mentioned Victor is white, because he probably says the N-word. And I think that like Nyx is kind of like, she lets it slide, and she kind of doesn't really like care. I'm sorry if you guys are like Nyx stans, but is she super like pretty and like secretly a lesbian? Yeah, but she's like suppressing that, and she's like dating this really awful guy right now. The next ship is Amy Rose the Hedgehog and Terrence the Dust Keeper Fairy. And the reason why I think this would work is because they're both like rejects from their main characters. Like, Sonic does not want Amy. Like, Tinkerbell does not want Terrence. Like, she like gave him a try, and then they didn't work together. She would absolutely like drive him crazy, and he would absolutely drive her crazy. It would be completely dysfunctional at first. I think if they went to therapy, like couples therapy, they could figure it out, but like they would be like dating each other out of like loneliness and popularity and desperation at first. But I think something beautiful could happen. Like, I do think that he is less of the problem. Amy Rose is more of the problem in this scenario. So mostly if she went to therapy. I love Amy Rose, by the way, but I think like Terrence would be the one. He's patient and he's gentle. He would try his best. Like, they could make it work. I could see a world where it worked. I'm refilming the part that I did with Iridessa and Silver the Hedgehog, who I shipped together for some reason, because I just like don't agree with what I said yesterday when I filmed it. I do actually think that this ship would be like a beautiful positive thing, because the one thing about Iridessa is that she has anxiety, but like Silver is like, he's a very like heroic guy, but he's kind of like very awkward. And Iridessa has like her friendship skills are like she has so many friends. She is so sweet, so nice. Like, he would see her and like how like kind of like scared she is, and he would want to protect her. He would hear something in the bushes, and then he would like be like, get behind me, and it would be like kind of like silly and like kind of annoying. Even though he is kind of like terrible and pathetic at everything that he does, he is very brave, and I think that is something that she would be inspired by. And Silver would be inspired by Iridesce's like social skills, like her skills to make friends. And he does come from a future that the world is destroyed, so he has, a little bit of trauma. She could really like teach him how to like see the joy in life again. I don't know. Also, this is really unfortunate, but like Fawn is definitely lesbian, and there is like not enough women in the Sonic cast that I know well enough to like ship her with and feel comfortable about it, so I just like didn't pair her with anyone, and I feel really bad about that. She deserves a lot, and I don't think the Sonic cast is where she's gonna find love. And I am going to be so honest, and this is really disappointing for everybody, but I could not think of anybody that Tinkerbell would fit with in the Sonic universe. I do think that she fits with somebody like in the world. She is really cool, but she's also like a lot to handle. Like she gets very angry, which I love, but I feel bad because like I'm just like, Tinkerbell would not vibe with anybody. Like, and that's okay. You don't have to date people. Like, she doesn't have to date people. Maybe she doesn't need to find someone. She could just be like, she's a busy woman, like, Anyways, that is all that I have today. If you guys want to join my friend group, our friend group, then you could like subscribe. There are requirements. You have to be woke, anti-colonization, and kind to everybody. So if you're not those things, you can't join. We hang out all the time, not all the time, but like, here and there. We go shopping together, like to the grocery store and like buy food, and then we like sit on like the counter while one person cooks, and we all just like talk to each other about like things in the world. I hope that you have a good rest of your day. Anyways, that's all I have for today.